It's Ray Gift TV.
Ray Block TV.
Let's get right to it.
Been in a fucking year.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same goddamn.
And he's
fact.
poofing an Apple Watch.
I
don't know where he was keeping it.
Why would you say, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's just a guess.
So you just want to automatically put it up his ass?
Well, where else are you going to put it?
You're weird.
Okay.
How about he just got an Apple Watch? How about he's wearing it? Yeah, you want to know what it is?
There's a big difference between a wrist and an asshole. You can't see my watch when it's in my asshole.
Why did you even think about that? Like, listen, out of all the Lil Durk Apple Watch conversation, nobody has ever brought up to where was he keeping it.
This is the kind of thing I think about.
You're weird.
Well, I'm just saying.
Right, so and then it went to he's keystering it.
Well, from what I've been told, all kinds of stuff is getting keistered in there. I ask you a favor.
Yo, man.
I will give you your money back if you don't like it. Watch my Fleece Johnson interview.
Oh, no, I would do.
Watch the clips.
No, I would do. I have been watching some clips.
Bro, there are things
like
he says in that interview.
No, I watched one where he says the dude's not here anymore. I don't know why the fuck he's talking about that.
Talking about killing the guys who molested him, basically.
Yeah. I watched a bunch of dudes' content from when he first come home and crazy shit. Like, listen, he's what we call a booty bandit.
The ultimate booty bandit.
Yeah, no, bro, they have them booty bandits, like that's what it is. That's what they're known for. That's what their popularity is. Their booty bandits. Well, they ain't hiding.
I mean, this is kind of his whole deal. Like, people wouldn't really know about him if it wasn't for the booty bandit.
Yeah, dude said that's what he had before he had sex with a woman.
Yeah. Well, he got locked up before he even had a chance to do anything with a woman.
Yeah. So, but I've been seeing a bunch of clips with you in there. I gotta watch the whole video. But no, I with the Fleece.
He tried to turn me into a sissy to start the pod off.
Now I don't know. I couldn't interview him.
Because you're scared?
No, because the ex-con in me, if he say some slick shit, as we call sex playing, I'ma react.
That's why we did it over Zoom, so that I wouldn't have to get raped and he wouldn't have to get the shit beat out of him for raping me. Because presumably that's how it would have gone down.
So how would you go beat the shit out of him if he's raping you?
Well, as soon as he's done raping me, I'm gonna get him a towel and I'm gonna fuck him up.
So you're not denying.
Right to it.
Oh shit. But the Lil Durk, first I was kind of like, I thought he had some light at the end of the tunnel.
Nah.
But now I think it's a couple people, those text messages wasn't good.
The phone call in which his friends are basically describing how he likes for the killings to be pulled off. And I mean,
I didn't see that one. I saw the text message where he's telling everybody, pipe up. I guess they went, but the cops was there. They couldn't do anything.
Right, because this is the craziest thing is that, so we've heard things about Durk and his team kind of beefing with O-Block, but we never really heard like specifics or like real claims about it. And now it's coming to light that, like, I guess at one point after Vaughn got killed, that Durk sent his boys to O-Block to kill maybe whoever, but realistically Munna Duke, who was killed recently, is kind of like the main suspect. The crazy thing about it to me is that it's like, so you're the person who's like, 10 million up and you're expecting a bunch of broke ass dudes who still live in the projects to go slide on a famous rapper, Quando Rondo, who doesn't even live in Chicago at all.
But they don't have that. That's not on text.
But that's what's being suggested here, is that he wanted people from O-Block killed because they didn't slide for
by a witness, or they have text or voice, a wire.
I think that they have a snitch who's gonna put that on.
Yeah. I see it's 2-3 of them. I didn't like what Didi did. I didn't like it because his attorney, Didi's in that text thread, and he's saying Didi's the only one in the text thread that didn't respond. And he's kind of saying something to the sort that Durk was over this text thread, not Didi. Okay. Right? So it's like, just even mentioning, it's kind of like you putting the light, you doing what they're doing, right? So at the end of the day, in that Apple Watch, I'm praying nothing was on there where he was trying to make contact and communicate about anything. I'm hoping he just had it to call his chick.
He tried to destroy it, which makes me think that there absolutely was incriminating stuff on it, because otherwise, why? I mean, what's the point of even having a fucking phone in prison if you're not going to be having conversations that are different from the conversations you'd be comfortable having over the regular jail phone?
But here's the problem. Guys in prison, people know who your people are. They've done all this research prior to them getting you. You know, unless you done got a little slick and went and got them a phone nobody knows about. So even when you're calling them, if their phone is hit on that side, it's a problem. But think about it. The Apple Watch had to come from a guard, right? Let's keep it real, right?
Probably, yeah.
You know, a lot of times that this is all by design. The DA knows, okay, give him this. Let's see where it goes. You get what I'm saying? Go in there and get cool with him. Slide him some candy. Do a few favors for him. Make him think. Accept the money. Tell him you need this. Pick it up from somebody, wherever. Turn it in. Do your job, right? And give them this. And they already be knowing what you have. They gave you the phone.
Why not sell him a Apple Watch or a phone that's already like pre-wiretapped?
Brother,
I mean,
they do that too.
Yeah, because that was some of the YSL guys, I think, had that going on. But yeah, I mean, the whole Durk thing, I mean, I feel like Chicago should start recalibrating everything right now, assuming that he's never coming home. Because realistically, it looks so bad.
Yeah,
I hate to just count him out.
I fuck with Durk.
It feels like, at this point, a betting man, I don't know if this is on Polymarket or not, will Durk beat his case. You know about Polymarket?
I don't, bro. He got the right legal, but I just think it's a few people on that case that they gonna stick a fork in him, bro.
Oh yeah, people are telling me. Beating charges. Okay, there is no active Polymarket for odds on Lil Durk beating his charges. Here's why. Oh yeah, it doesn't legally operate in the United States, which is bizarre. I gotta get a VPN. Okay. Anyway, as long as we're talking about street shit, which is what we tend to talk about on here, what about Jeezy? This is probably one of the most creative ways that I've ever seen somebody get exposed for ratting. If a retired FBI agent made a TikTok saying that he believes that Jeezy told. He said he believes? Well, he believes it because he said that at one point. Why do you ask me a question then talk? He said that at one point that they had a pretty rock solid open and shut case against Jeezy for basically putting up the bounty on Gucci Mane that led to a man dying, which makes perfect sense to me. I always wondered how the fuck nobody ever got busted for that, right? Well, and this guy said that then the FBI started working with Jeezy allegedly, and then the case never came, and that his belief was that Jeezy basically told on BMF, and Blue Da Vinci basically believes this as well. Blue Da Vinci has interview clips out where he talks about how at a certain point it was like night and day that Jeezy just immediately ceased to have anything to do with BMF.
Blue Da Vinci's already spoke on this. He showed it to me himself. It's crazy you bring him up because I was thinking about, me and Blue used to be real close. We was real close. Okay. Till we bumped heads, and I really wish that wouldn't have happened. Out of all the people I was close with that I don't talk to no more, Blue's probably the one that I kind of like regret the most. I didn't do anything wrong. Just what he asked of me kind of was like, it rubbed me real wrong, made me feel like he was against me the whole time. I might have overthought that, but this has already been spoke on. Flacco takes it, wakes it back up. I knew he was up to something because he started texting me, asking me questions about it. I didn't realize what he was doing.
But did you see the TikTok that the guy made?
I seen the detective. And I'm going to be real, another situation where everybody knew what was going on, but it didn't matter. Selective politicking. And where Jeezy is right now, he's not really running around dropping albums and running across stages. He just dropped the album. He's doing other business though.
But he just dropped the album with
but I don't
DJ
think-
Drama, I think.
He's not really. He don't give a damn about that.
Well, he just put a project out.
Man, that dude got a liquor line and he got other things going on. You gonna catch Jeezy in a suit and tie.
So if you rat and you get away with it for 20 years, you're pretty much good.
These days, it don't matter. Amongst black people, if you Hispanic, they gonna knock your ass down.
Really?
That's a fact.
You feel like they take it more serious at this point in time?
The Hispanic culture definitely handles things way more serious than the black
But
culture.
also, like, we're talking about, like, black entertainers and then, like, Spanish gang members, right? Because, like, I feel like, you know...
but these dudes are gang members
If Fat
too.
Joe ratted 20 years ago and it comes out, I feel like it's going to have a very negative impact on his career.
No, I don't think so.
But I also feel like Jeezy,
I don't think
Jeezy is so old and so past the joint stage of his career that it's like,
Nobody cares.
what are you gonna do? I mean,
Nobody.
now maybe there are certain artists that wouldn't f with him, like younger artists that he maybe would want to go get a feature from, but I don't know. I
lot
feel
of
like
these
this is
young-
going to be forgotten in 6 months.
A lot of these, but okay, when you think about it, I hate to say it, but majority of the younger artists is telling any goddamn way. It's shit coming out on them left and right. So I don't think nobody's keeping count.
But who are the artists that have really clearly ratted that still have like thriving careers where everybody fucks with them? It's not that. It's not really like that.
If you go back in the days, you could start
right
with,
now, because supposedly we're in this renaissance of snitching.
But listen, none of these dudes have made it really to that level of it, right? Okay, we can start with Thug. Let's say Thug is the godfather of the youngsters, right? You know, Thug is gonna be Thug. He's a catalog artist, believe it or not. Thug could go do a 90-minute concert if you want.
But you said the other day that you don't think that Lil Baby and Future and all them are actually gonna f with him again. They're on the album, but you think that was because those were cleared before. And there's a good chance that you're right.
Yeah, I don't think what the relationship was. They're not going to be as eager to let's go to the studio and get it in as they used to be. You know what I'm saying?
But that could also be explained away by the fact that his music clearly isn't as hot as it used to be. But all I'm saying, I f with Boston Richie. I feel like Boston Richie's career has moved on pretty nicely, but for sure, a lot of people kind of separated from him and stopped f***ing with him. We haven't seen Future say his name since. Somebody like, you know, Big Sad seems like his career is still moving along pretty decently. But
now, Big Sad,
for sure, there's artists in LA that don't f with him as a result of all
Big
that.
Sad, I will say this. I got to give him his props because Big Sad was a little guy when he got hit with his reality. He wasn't no platinum selling artist. He wasn't running around here doing world tours. Usually, a person on his level of it, where he was, when he takes a hit like that, destroys him.
Yeah, and it seems like he's
That lets me know Big Sad as an artist.
He's a good rapper. Yeah.
As an artist, has some life and a whole lot of potential. He gonna deal with who deals with him in the streets. And Big Sad is probably at a point in his life to where he know the streets ain't really where he want to be anyway.
But look at 6ix9ine, and I know this is an old example because it's from like 5 years ago or whatever, but
he got bigger afterwards.
okay, he had a moment afterwards. He put out a couple records after he went to prison and everything. But look what happened when Kodak Black, and I know you're going to take credit for you made this happen, etc. But look what happened when Kodak Black did a song with him. It was like one of the most controversial things in hip hop. People said it was going to destroy Kodak's career. Kodak's career is fine, but Kodak was the only dude that would do a song with him. Even to this day, what rapper would do a song with 6ix9ine? Kodak, I guess, got $1 million. So
Bow Wow.
Okay, exactly. Shout out to Bow Wow, but I don't even think Bow Wow's doing that.
They asked.
Wait, they asked? Shut the fuck up. 6ix9ine's team asked Bow Wow to do a song?
No, Bow Wow's team asked me to if 6ix9ine to do a song.
And 6ix9ine wasn't interested?
I never told him.
Well, he needs to get those Bow Wow bucks.
I'm on my way to certain shit. I got to get in front of him because
Okay.
I don't think 6ix9ine really registers who Bow Wow is. I think he would have heard that wrong. But
all I'm saying, if you're a rapper and you do a song with 6ix9ine, you're guaranteed at the very least a significant increase in streams, I'm sure, because there's a lot of people that still want to hear what he's got to say. And, you know, it's going to go viral. You're going to be in the news. You're going to be posting on all these pages, but they're not doing it.
I think now because of all the people that been exposed since him, I think more people will be more willing to. NBA YoungBoy was gonna do a song with him.
Yeah,
he was gonna do it.
I could see YoungBoy maybe not caring enough to do it, but
NBA
also
told him on my phone, "Look, I'm gonna do a song with you, but you can't talk that tough shit."
This was after Kodak?
Before Kodak.
Oh.
He said, "You can't talk that tough shit, and it gotta be about what you was going through when you was in that cell. I wanna hear about your real life pain. I don't wanna hear about no gangster shit, no shoot 'em up, bang, bang shit, none of that. You bring me a song with those lyrics, then we on." And 6ix9ine delivered the song, but things started to happen with NBA YoungBoy. I'm speaking on it because it was on my three-way on my phone.
What happened?
And, you know, NBA shit kept going on. You know what I mean?
He's had a hectic life.
I think he went back and then he got back out and shit was going on. But, you know, he had the stipulations. You know, I think those people that stand on their own too, Kodak stands on his own too. NBA if it's an artist that's Ye stands on his own too.
I just feel like YoungBoy is doing so well in his life right now that, you know, like at that moment that
Nobody do it now, I don't think so.
Kodak is rich, but Kodak getting $1 million, I'm sure he was very happy to hit that lick.
Yeah.
I don't think YoungBoy gives a fuck about $1 million right now because he's getting like $1 million a show right now.
$1.5 million.
That is what it is? Jesus Christ. Anyway, all I'm saying is that, and I'm forgetting the best example, which is Gunna. Gunna has done music with Offset.
Recently?
Yeah, and they're supposedly putting out a whole project together. But that does, I mean, Offset kind of stands out because he's kind of a renegade in LA or in Atlanta, where a lot of the time in the Lil Baby and all these other guys are on. Offset's clearly kind of put himself in his own space. Gunna, besides Offset, who else has worked with Gunna? It's a pretty short list. I'm just saying, I feel like Gunna's probably the best example of somebody who's been smeared as a snitch that has been able to get their career back. But there's very few examples of people who have really been able to survive the snitching thing. It destroys you far more often than it actually boosts you.
These days, if you got the team, it ain't gonna do nothing to you. I promise you. Especially if you already got a following. It ain't gonna. Gunna, regardless of the fact, had music.
Yeah, great music. And that's nice.
I just seen Gunna. I told you I seen him.
No, where'd you see him?
In Boa, by himself.
In, the restaurant.
By himself.
By himself.
Solo.
Eating a steak?
I went in there, I had a meet with Jared Flood.
Who's that?
The guy that runs Trump Media, Truth TV.
Okay.
And my guy, Steve Marcano. And you might know him. I might say their name wrong. The Yako twins.
The
Yako twins. Yeah. It's two girls. They've been running around podding and doing a lot of sports stuff. Right, pretty big. They Chaldeans out of Detroit area.
What's a Chaldean?
Chaldean is they're from the Middle East.
Oh.
But they call it they got big communities in Detroit and down San Diego.
Okay.
So it's early, 5 p.m. There's kind of nobody there.
When you saw Gunna.
So when we go in, it's like empty, maybe like 2 people at the bar. So we're sitting down talking, probably like 10 minutes into it, I see somebody in the corner get up. You know what I mean? And I look, and I said, damn, I'm about to f*** up my business.
Why?
I'm at the table with
all these people.
Yeah,
and then
right?
You see Gunna.
I see Gunna, right?
And you just fire on him.
No. Oh. I seen, we locked eyes. And Gunna did really what Gunna did. He was by himself. Mm-hmm. It looked like he was just like, let me go somewhere early where ain't nobody at, chill out. Maybe he lives close to there or something.
No security.
No security.
That's wild.
Unless they were outside. Nah, he didn't really, he was just pretty much, he was Gunna, had his swag up and shit.
Gunna can kind of like not be Gunna if he doesn't wear any jewelry.
Yeah, he was
kind of like fade in.
Yeah, he
a little bit, maybe.
And he just walked out. We locked eyes. I looked at him. He looked at me. He wasn't no me mugging.
You said what up?
No, I didn't say nothing to him.
You made eye contact briefly and then you kept on walking.
Yeah, I couldn't say nothing because I'm at the table with some different shit.
If you were with a homie, you're just with one of your guys.
I definitely would have said something.
Well, what would you have said?
I'd have asked him.
How you doing?
No, I'd have told him what's up. you know, just to see what the temperature was. I don't want to do nothing to Gunna. I've been knowing Gunna for a long time.
I guess you've like talked about him enough that maybe he would be mad at you, but he doesn't seem like he would do anything to someone that he was mad at right
I don't
now.
think. Listen, I ain't taking. I believe if somebody tried to do something to Gunna, he gonna defend himself.
Right.
But Gunna ain't the dude running around there looking for no problems like that.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
But that's why, imagine how stressed out he was seeing you thinking, hey, I've made it the past year and a half, 2 years, whatever it is, not doing any interviews, not being around any rappers that don't fuck with him, not having any embarrassing moments in the club where somebody says something disrespectful to him or throws water on him or all this
that
shit.
happened once.
Did it? Okay.
Red carpet.
But for the most part, he been good. He like really has managed to avoid all the bullshit, and his career is doing good. As a result, he doesn't want to be involved in bad, messy headlines. And then he sees you.
No, for real, it was crazy. It was crazy because that day, it was like I was at Paradigm, and then we went to I had to go to Century City to the hotel, meet some dudes, and then we ended up there. And again, he was there, right? He was there before us. We got there at 5 p.m. So I'm thinking he went there, have a drink, a bite to eat or whatever.
Yeah.
He was in the cut where you really couldn't see him, right? And get on. I think he heard me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And because I kind of seen somebody lean forward from the corner. I didn't pay it no mind until he got up, right? And I said, damn. In the back of his head, I know he's thinking it's about to be some bullshit. But Gunna, you don't have to worry about me. You just content.
Gunna, like I'm way less famous than Gunna, but if I'm staying in a hotel, even if I'm like above the steakhouse, I'm probably not like going to the steakhouse by myself. I'll probably order into my room.
Boa's alone, Sunset.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm just like that's kind of surprising me that he'd be moving around that slippery.
No, it was a trip, but it made sense.
Yeah.
Because where he was, the time he was there, you don't nobody. You know, that shit don't fire up until about 8 o'clock.
But the thing about Boa, yeah, you're right timing wise, but Boa was like the default like TikTok hangout during COVID and shit. Like that was like where all the influencers were going. He's lucky he didn't have David Dobrik shoving a camera in his face. Hey guys, I'm with Gunna. But I mean, shit, that is kind of crazy. You guys even just being in the same room. Yeah. If I saw Gunna, I would say like, you know, honestly, I would go up to him and congratulate him. I'd say, hey, I think you got a bad deal, and I'm proud of you that you've been making great music. I know you're probably not really trying to do an interview with me, but I'll fuck with you and I respect you.
No, he survived it, and he's successful.
He wrote the playbook on how to survive that shit because I haven't seen anybody else be able to get smeared and accused / being guilty of having done something fucked up and then to really like be able to
talk back with his music.
Yeah, exactly.
He hasn't done any interviews. He hasn't really said nothing on social media. He talked back with his music. So at the end of the day, you can't deny him being who he is to his fans. Mm-hmm. He ain't getting nobody no explanations, nothing. Song, music. That's it. And that's why his fans love him.
Yeah, no. I'm proud of him. He's done good for himself for sure.
I just seen yesterday one of the inmates that escaped from Louisiana. He was gone about 5 months.
They got him because he got into a big fight with his girl and she ratted him out.
Whoa.
That's what they're saying anyway.
Nah.
Yeah, that's what they're saying, man. This is his new mugshot.
Told on him?
Yes, this is his new mugshot. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what they were saying. Is
the chick told on the dude.
I know. He was in the middle of completing a mission that almost nobody ever pulls off. You know, we all, like, granted, I don't want to, you know, do such a thing, escape from prison or whatever, but like, you always hear about people getting caught when they're on the run for a murder or whatever, and you always just like try to think about how you would do it. Like how would you not get caught? But everybody always gets caught. I was really counting on him, but
he was gone 5 months, so he started arguing. He had an argument with his chick, and that's how they found him.
That's what they're saying, but man, what a grimy bitch if that's true.
That's bad work.
That's disgusting.
I seen him in court. He told him, I'm not fighting extradition. Send me back to where I come from.
Okay, I didn't see that, but
they about to lock his ass down.
Yeah, no, facts. Me and you had a little bit of a conversation. Donnie, can you show the screen? Let's check this out. So this is a video of Wack and his wifey, R&B, working out. Okay, so I don't know if anything stands out to you about this video, but I commented, denying you paid for that is insane. And you responded basically saying that you want to get an independent plastic surgery expert to issue a verdict on whether your woman's booty has been in any way augmented.
That's a fact.
Now, oftentimes you've tried to get me to bet on things with you, and I would like to bet on this.
Okay.
I feel very strongly about this.
Okay, well, we're gonna put it together.
Now, there's multiple stipulations.
You do know she's from Mississippi.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been in Mississippi, these backwood places?
I have not observed booties in Mississippi.
Okay, well, maybe you, before you issue this bet, maybe you need to go down there and observe what you see in these places.
If they have a lot of booties like that there, then I do want to go there. That is exactly what I want to do, yes.
I'm gonna give you one of the big cities. Go, she's from Greenville.
Yeah.
But go to Jackson, because you can fly in there.
Okay.
And just spend a day in Jackson to walk around.
Okay.
And what I'm gonna tell you when it comes, that's where good eating come from. Now, I don't know. Now, a lot of our women out here, 80% of us out here, our roots are the South.
Okay.
My family, Mississippi, Louisiana, Meridian, Mississippi, Tumasuma, all that stuff, right? But bro, I don't know why you think that these women don't have natural asses. Me personally, I've never had a woman on the side of me, or I've never had sex with a woman that has had a fake ass.
I would say that you do on a consistent basis.
Okay, well, we're
I mean, let's be real.
We're gonna make a bet.
When a woman gets a BBL, there are scars.
There what?
There are scars.
Where would the scars be?
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I do know that they exist.
You be having.
So typically, at the top, like tailbone area, there'll be a little circular scar up there, and I'll have to inquire with my wife about other places.
Well, no, because I'm gonna tell you why that's incorrect. When women go get lipo, right? If they're doing a smaller the back, they go in right there.
Okay.
If they're doing right here, they'll go in under here, like so.
So they take the fat out of the belly and put it in the ass.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because I've never.
Really?
I can tell you about a tummy tuck. I can tell you about breast implants. I can tell you about lipo. But as far as what I do know is the people I know that have had their ass done, right? It's different fat in your stomach and sides that's in your glutes, right? So you'll take this fat and put it back there. When you go to eating, that fat is gonna respond the same way as it does when it's where it's supposed to be. And this is why probably over like 5 years, you start to see these women shit spread and they can't control it.
There's a variety of different things that can happen once the BBL goes down. I've seen girls where the whole thing kind of fell out, sort of transferred down to the thighs. It ends up just looking like a big old soup. Clearly that's not happened here. That thing looking like two Spaldings side by side. All I'm saying is that if you have your expert, I want to have my expert, and now, I'm not saying that your wife needs to be naked in front of me. I'm sure that's probably a bright red line for you that you don't want to cross. So I'm willing to have, a female expert or whatever you want who can help us to make this deduction. Right. And my other thing about it too, that I don't want you. I know you love to do a little bait and switch thing where I'm saying that it's a BBL, and I feel like you in your head might be like, it's not a BBL, it's something else.
No.
But he's saying it's a BBL.
What I'm saying is
this. It's 100% natural.
I'm saying her ass, her glutes, her butt
never been augmented in any way.
Ever. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I mean, I know back in the day they was putting Fix It Flat and all. I had a homegirl get 7 years because she referred somebody to go over here and they hit her with the Fix It Flat and all this crazy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, this is real shit. So, no, this is the fact. Like, you got to remember that when women had that going on, it's other things that's not there.
Like
you know,
what?
the natural ass has natural dimples. You get what I'm saying? There's certain shit that is just not there. This is why they do it. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, at the end of the day, I will tell you this. When she gains weight, that's where it goes. R&B was 128 pounds.
Before you
when I got with her,
souped her up.
I didn't put a dub on it. You hear me?
I hate knowing
She
what this
said
is
it
doing.
today.
She told me earlier that this is kind of fucking with her confidence.
No.
She feels like everywhere she goes, people are looking at her thinking, is that real?
No, but it's a compliment to me. Because if my woman ass looks so good that you gotta say it's fake,
right.
You know, I know what it is, right? I'm like, I had to tell her, I'm like, hey, listen, let me tell you the crazy part about it. It wasn't until I took a picture of her, because when I see things on IG that I think she'll look good in, I'll send it to her. So one day she says, you sending me this and this girl with this big old ass? And I was like, her ass is not bigger than yours. She consciously had no idea how rounded her ass had gotten. So I had to take a picture for her.
Of her own ass.
And show her. And when she saw it, she was like, oh my God.
Maybe you drugged her and got her a BBL and she doesn't know.
Last time somebody said that, it cost them $5 million. Shout out to Ray J.
You made $5 million off Ray J?
Last time somebody said something like that, it cost them $5 million.
I was just floating a theory.
I'm just saying.
I wasn't expecting to get sued for that. I don't know. It's just that's just my opinion. I guess we can get our experts together. They could go in the bathroom of the Adam and Wack pod.
I'm all for it.
Okay.
The revolution can't be televised.
It will be at the very least shared on YouTube. Yes.
That's gonna be our first content on Plug Talk. Matter of fact, the homegirl can accompany the people in the room.
I mean, a lot of people still think that
Lena could go in the room.
A lot of people still think you bang Lena and I banged R&B.
Huh?
Like people
why are they thinking
well, we
that?
trolled. Like we
why
acted
are they
like
thinking that?
But I'm saying like people like I saw a quote tweet the other day like I can't believe Wack let Adam 22 fuck his wife.
Wait, babe.
I'm like, wow,
babe,
people still
wait up, babe. Wait. So you really didn't go through with it.
Oh.
He doesn't know that, bro, that would
You want to know how you should know?
You didn't go through with it?
You want to know how you know I didn't?
You didn't go through with it?
Because if I had gone, gone black, I would not have gone back. Oh, so you're saying you did hit Lena? I just realized what you were trying to do there.
Nah, that's my old girl. Lena's my home. You know, one day you do know, I think you realize, I don't play that shit. We was somewhere, somebody tried to bring her up. I don't play that shit with Lena, but no, I tell her, I'm like, yo, this is really a compliment. Now, I will tell you, I've seen a few women in my lifetime, K Slay's girl. I don't know if you were dibbling around. Buffy the Body.
Oh, man, yeah.
That shit wasn't fake.
No, that was real. That was before they had this technology, yeah.
We got a chick, what's the homegirl on Clubhouse?
Naughty Nerd
No,
Ninja?
Miss Dredre.
Oh.
Miss Dredre, her and Drake, no, that's real.
Drake hit.
That's her ass.
If Drake hit, I'm trying to hit.
You know what I'm saying? Miss Dredre, that shit is not fake. And pull her up on your Instagram.
No.
It is some sisters And you're gonna find a lot of them down south, or I will say that Midwest area, Chicago, Detroitish area, St. Louis area, that's working with some.
you really-
are you the only one in your family that's built this way?
She's the only one out of the surgery. Anyway, so why am I supposed to believe that people who live down south just have naturally bigger asses than people on the coast?
I'm gonna tell you why.
I don't believe that.
So
they
here it
eat
goes.
more? You're saying that they just get fatter?
No, here it goes, right?
'Cause that kind of makes sense.
You understand the slave trade from Europe down to the south, right? We get that. Now, a lot of our people that migrated west, right? Coming west, they had no choice but to interact with the Native Americans. So they, like, I got some Native American in me, so they start crossbreed. When you crossbreed like that with another race, right, whose build is total opposite from yours, right? When's the last time you seen a Native American chick thick like that?
I don't know if I've ever seen a
Okay.
Native American
Now,
chick. Yeah.
So when you, so
where,
a lot of
where
people,
do they hang out at?
so a lot of people, right, that's on the west, when they migrated that way, they crossbreeded like that. My grandmother's like Choctaw and shit like that. My mother's hair is straight as coming down her back, right? When you get our sisters that's from the south that did not migrate, they're it's us. They're breeding amongst us. So the build of them, right, is what that is. You get what I'm saying?
I feel the
Real
same
shit.
way about this that I feel when people try to always convince me that in Europe the food, the ingredients are healthier, so that's why
They
people
are.
in England or in Europe are so much skinnier than
You
Americans.
go to McDonald's in Europe and bite into a burger, totally different.
It's the same calories.
No, I know it's a different meat. Our shit over, I don't know if our
But
shit over
it being higher quality meat or worse quality meat wouldn't change the calories.
No, meat.
Right.
You know, have you seen the thing where they take it and they put it up for 30 days and they open it up, it's the same, nothing's happened? That's not real. It's something in there that's not real.
But I don't think that would change how fat it makes you.
If you have real meat and the cows aren't being over processed with a bunch of BS.
But by the time you get it, it's just calories in, calories out.
So you don't think it's a difference between somebody feeding this cow a bunch of bullshit versus this cow just eating grass like he's just eating organic?
I think if you give me an 8-ounce burger patty from a cow that has been eating healthy all its life and an 8-ounce burger patty from a cow that has been whatever, eaten out of the sewer. Yeah, I think that once you've made the patty of meat, that it's going to have basically the same number of calories. I think that in Europe, people tend to have a healthier lifestyle. People eat less. People walk more. And in particular, I think that the people who have these experiences are people who go on vacation in Italy and all of a sudden you're walking around all day and you're eating less and stuff. And then they get the idea into their head that this is because the food is healthier, but they've done tons of tests. And I mean, they can't really prove that there's any like difference in, you know, in the healthiness of the food that would dictate why we have an obesity crisis and they don't.
Well,
I think it's just our lifestyle.
Do you know a lot of our foods over here, they're not legal over there? Certain dyes and shit, a lot of
Some
things
of that's
that
true, yeah.
that they don't eat over there. And
I just don't think that like different dyes has anything to do with people being fat or not.
Are you crazy?
Why would it?
The dyes, I think it's one of them. What is it? Red number 40 some shit.
Yeah.
Hell.
But why would that make you
it's
fat?
It's outlawed over there.
Right, but why would it make you fat?
Is it outlawed? They just outlawed out here.
But you're talking about dyes that have like 0 calories.
Because you're talking about shit that we can't digest correctly.
Is that true?
Look it up. That's real.
Okay, does red food dye make you fat? No, red food dye does not directly make you
However,
fat. It is often found in ultra-processed foods that are linked to weight gain due to their high sugar, fat, and low. Yeah, I mean, if you eat a bowl of Fruit Loops every morning, yeah, that's
Okay,
That's
that's
gonna
what
help
I'm-
make you fat. But
That's what I'm saying.
But here's the thing: is that
It somehow
if they remove
contributes.
all that food dye, which they're in the process of doing because Robert F. Kennedy is making them do so, is going to have the same caloric information on the side of the box.
That's now. They've been. They don't even allow it in the country.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So
But I'm just saying that can't be the reason why they're skinnier than us.
no, well, their portions. I believe their food is a little cleaner, and we got a bunch of bullshit in our food. If you're a kid and you're raised not knowing what the hell Fruit Loops are, you get what I'm saying? And
I mean, even just like the number of fast food chains that I drive by on my way to work every day, probably like a couple dozen.
there's a bunch of them.
Yeah,
But there's
there, it's
no-
kind of hard to find that.
There's no fast food for vegan. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, there's options.
No, you got to go to the white areas.
Yeah,
You're not gonna find them in. You're not gonna.
Louisiana fried chicken's not
gotta
gonna have
go
a
to-
Boca burger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got to go to Toluca Lake, Sherman Oaks, or some shit. You're not gonna find them. If they were there, people would go to them.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, there are a lot of healthy food options, and also like they could open a Whole Foods in Compton. Do they have one? There's probably one like not too far, right?
Are you saying people wouldn't go to it?
Yeah.
The demographics doesn't fit.
If there was money to be made there, I'm pretty sure that all
They'd
these
be there.
corporations would be going there. It's just kind of. I mean,
maybe-
that food is super expensive.
Or maybe, yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't go shop there.
I mean, as a person who I miss the part of my life where I used to eat like really horrible food all the time because now I eat healthy stuff most of the time. But like a lot of times when I'm doing vlogs with people in the hood and stuff, in the back of my head, I'm thinking like, holy, how the are you eating that? And also like, how are you not drinking any water? How are you drinking soda all day? Like, there's a lot of like really unbelievably bad food habits that people have that I feel like they don't realize they have.
No, that's a fact. R&B has got me. She really got me used to drinking way more water. I didn't used to think about it. Even when you're drinking these juices, it's full of a lot of sugar.
Oh, so much. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We
think,
never let our kid drink
we
juice.
think, okay, I'm drinking cranberry juice, orange juice, but it's loaded with sugar.
For a while, I was gaining this habit where I would drink a can of Coke once in a while. Not every day, but like when we would go out to eat, I would get one, or even just randomly, I go to 7-Eleven to get a fucking protein bar. I'm gonna get a can of Coke too. And then I just saw a photo of how much sugar is in a can of Coke. And I was just like, you know what? I can never do that again. So
how long has it been since you've been off Coke?
maybe 3 months, but it was such a once in a while
3 months
thing.
since you get a Quaalude.
But I've never done that. I don't think those exist anymore. But when I saw it,
You just said it's been
I
3
just
months
couldn't
since you've been
believe
off Coke, bro.
this guy. No, it's been 6 years since I did Coke.
You really was on Coke?
Well, yeah. I mean,
That's crazy.
not like I wasn't taking like a
What made you
Coke
do that?
pill every morning.
Peer
But
pressure or some sexual shit?
no, it feels good. You should try it.
No, I'm not trying to.
It doesn't feel good enough to justify how intermittently bad you feel in between doing it, but I mean, it feels pretty good.
Oh, so it kind of if you use it, once the high comes down, it makes you feel so bad you got to get back to it.
Pretty much, which is kind of different than a lot of drugs like Molly. If you took a pill of Molly, you probably got a good 6 to 8 hours of having a good old time in you. But you do a line of Coke, especially as you go. Like your first line of Coke, you might be going crazy for an hour. Once you get used to it, you're gonna need a lot more than that.
I'm not gonna need shit.
No, just don't do it. Yeah, it's bad.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
So listen,
I'm pretty good with
what's
not
going on
talking
with
about the
Crip
rest of-
Mac?
No, what is going on with him? What's that mean? What you know?
I keep hearing that. I heard he had a situation.
Yeah.
I just thought maybe it was a fight situation, but now I'm hearing that he possibly got a time at. I don't know how serious it is, Because he was supposed to come home November, December or so, right?
I have been sworn to secrecy on the matter of Crip Mac and his incarceration, but
well, his people told me, so I don't know how secret it is.
Well, I don't know. All I know is that word on the streets, he did some crazy shit and possibly had his time lengthened a little bit.
Yeah, he going in 2026.
That far? Holy shit, that's it.
Well, he was.
Well, I mean, that's next year.
He was supposed to come home the end of this year.
Yeah.
So you know.
Well, I guess that's just proof that maybe the Crip Mac that we're getting is gonna probably be like pretty similar to the one that went in. Your prediction that he was gonna become Muslim?
No, he didn't catch enough time.
Okay.
I don't even think he probably on a medium or something. He got 33 months. I don't know where he's at.
Okay. God, I
he
miss him.
He ain't.
I gotta go see him.
Why you ain't go see him?
I don't know. I didn't even
Where's he
think
at?
about it till right
You
now.
don't know what?
No, I haven't talked to him in a while.
You don't think they'll let the cameras in?
Definitely not that.
No.
I would go see him just to see how he's doing. Give him a thrill.
Give him a what?
A thrill. Let him know his favorite white boy's still thinking about him.
Nah, he know you with him. We showed up at court.
I helped him out Christmas time, but haven't really talked
this
to his
dude,
mom or anything
David.
since then. Yeah.
What are they saying? I'm hearing the lady, without the girl OD'd. What?
That's the newest theory, but yeah, the gist of it is that he's from Queens. He's 20 right now. The girl who died, I think, was 15. But allegedly he was talking to her all the way from when she was like 11. So I guess like she would have been 11, he would have been 16 or something like that, which is pretty crazy. But by all accounts, he's just like a fucking total nerd who spent his whole life on the computer.
How did she get in the trunk of his Tesla?
Well, allegedly he chopped her up and put her in there, but the police haven't arrested him because there's no real proof that
you just hit me with some Jeffrey Dahmer shit.
I know.
Well,
It's hard to believe, yeah.
Allegedly, he chopped her up.
Well, he was on tour when they found it, so there's a lot of discourse about maybe someone helped him or whatever. There's one theory is that, yeah, she overdosed and then they put her body there. I mean, for me
her
personally,
body was chopped up when they found it.
It was dismembered in some way. I don't know if dismembered means that she was like, chopped up and packaged in styrofoam. I don't know. Vlad said that the frunk on his Tesla, which is the front trunk, that it's not big enough, in his opinion, for a girl who was like 100 pounds to be able to fit in the frunk without being chopped up. I haven't really looked at one, so I wouldn't really know. Maybe we could, let's see.
So they call it a frunk.
Because it's in the front, yeah.
Well, shit.
Tesla frunk. Yeah, see, look at that. That is pretty small.
Well, Volkswagens, they've always had their trunk in the front.
But I'm gonna be real, like, she's not a big girl. I feel like she probably, if she was 100 pounds, I feel like, I mean,
yeah, that's kind of crazy.
It would take a lot of dismembering.
That's a little wild.
You'd probably have to cut her in half, which I feel like is going to be really, really hard and really messy. But I mean, they raided his house and they didn't find any evidence by which to charge him. Which is like, if he was going to dismember her, where the fuck would he dismember her besides his house?
She's from Riverside County.
I think she's from Texas and then moved to what's it called?
Marietta somewhere.
It's one of those. I forget. But somewhere over there, yeah.
How did she get to L.A. County?
Probably him.
That's a crime.
Oh yeah.
I think they're just building their case.
It would make sense, but usually it seems like they're in a pretty big hurry to arrest somebody when it comes time for a murder. Also, if a girl dies, it's like 99% of the time it's the boyfriend. So the idea of it being someone behind him, kind of hard to believe. He's hired really good lawyers, which I guess is, if you have money, that's what you would do. He hasn't said anything. He's probably loving the fact that his music is so much more popular now. Honestly, I still haven't listened to it. I keep calling him a rapper. People are telling me that I'm tripping, that he's actually more of a singer. But yeah, I mean, as of right now, it kind of feels like we're stalled out in terms of any new information, and we're just kind of waiting. So, yeah. I mean, if he didn't do it and he's not charged, it feels like this is like the craziest promotion plan ever for an artist. Now,
we can't.
I'm not
do
saying
this.
it was like it was thought of in advance. I'm just saying that he went from a guy with a pretty rabid fan base to someone that like literally everyone I know knows who it is.
I believe somebody's getting a bad deal. Cool kicks on her. I don't think he knew.
I don't think so either.
I think somewhere down the line, somebody who was supposed to be his buyer went over here and tried to do something to make a fast buck and placed the product in a warehouse. All he knows is he bought 1,000 pair of shoes, whatever's there. And I think somebody else ended up getting caught who probably was part of hitting these trains. We've been watching them get hit for a few years now. And I believe ultimately he's caught in the middle of something that somebody else ultimately did and he has no idea.
If I owned a shoe store and I knew a guy who was stealing shoes and he wanted to come through and sell me shoes at a very good rate, I mean, I would probably take part in that, and it would probably bite me in the ass at some point. But I mean, you know, you got all kinds of weird people coming trying to sell you shoes. Like the initial narrative was basically like, oh, Cool Kicks is running a counterfeiting ring. Every pair of shoes you ever bought from there is fake. That's not the case. But I'm gonna be real with you. Some of the fakes are so on point that I would like to take part. I've heard of guys in the office buying shoes. Like there's a pair of Travis Scott plain black Nikes. I've owned 2 pairs of them. I think I paid like $700 each time. Well, one was a gift, so I paid $700 the first time. I saw that other dudes who work here ordered them from China for like $80 or like $100 or whatever, which still $100 is kind of a lot for a pair of shoes. And if it wasn't these super rare ones, no, we held them side by side. And not only could I not tell, but I feel like almost nobody could tell.
So once they're on somebody's feet and they're moving.
Yeah, so from my perspective, as a person who I am not a shoe collector, I don't give a fuck about sneaker culture. I don't give a fuck about supporting Nike's bottom line. I immediately felt like an idiot. I could have saved $600 buying these shoes, especially since like those shoes, that pair of shoes, I've worn each of those pairs probably for like 6 months straight.
He got a state case. It was the feds, right? I think that was state. I think that was just the cops.
I gotta go soon, but the last thing I want to ask you about, Cash Money and No Limit Records is doing a versus at Complex Con. The Complex Con in Vegas?
Yeah, Vegas.
You going there?
I might. He called and asked me about a month ago that I think he should do it. Told him absolutely.
For sure.
I think they're only doing 10 songs, 20 songs, so it ain't like, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, because Cash Money's catalog is massive. So it's not like we're doing an hour run.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's be real. This is like probably one of the most unfair competitions in history. Like before I was just like, oh, that's cool. Now that I've had a moment to think about it, like Master P, like
it was over with.
Damn, you already lost.
Well,
they got some bangers.
I think,
but I don't know if they got 10.
Maybe should they limit it to like
exactly
2005 back?
Because he can't play Drake songs.
But he could.
Yeah, like
if you want to put it in
where
10.
do you cut off Lil Wayne? Like, do you get to play every Wayne hit? Because that alone will be
I
no
think
limit, right?
No Limit is like kind of like over with in the early 2000s, right?
Yeah. All right, let's let the AI do the work for us here. Okay. Make him say obviously a huge song. I'm Bout It, huge song. But then almost immediately you start to get into songs that, you know, Down for My N-Words, that's a big song. Ice Cream Man, another pretty big song. It Ain't My Fault. Did I do that? Okay, good. But then even by the time you get to like 6, 7, 8, you're kind of getting into songs that I'm.
But you got Mystical. I mean,
but that's the thing, is that Mystical then has to be there. Is everyone showing up?
Oh, I don't know. See, I gotta ask them.
Because like if the Hot Boys are there, and if everybody from No Limit is there, but I mean, does everybody from No Limit fuck with Master P like that? Isn't Mystical locked up?
The content is rocking and rolling right now. And we're gonna let the content you, feel me? So be sure to keep that notification bell turned on. I will deliver 24/7 around the clock, you already know. To everybody out there working hard on the grind, if you believe it, you'll achieve it. Do what you gotta do today to be prepared for tomorrow. And there you go. But until next time, Shabari giving them gone. God bless. Peace.